You cannot be a Caitlin Clark fan at this point as a black person. This is what is being said to us. How you can't root for Caitlin Clark? I'm not making it up. There's people who are just blatantly telling us we can't enjoy a white basketball player.
This isn't just someone sharing an opinion. This is someone saying that a whole group of people can't do something because of their skin color. Some WNBA fans now think your skin color should decide which players you're allowed to cheer for. This isn't me overreacting. Thousands of people are sharing this message on social media right now. The real questions are, how did this happen? And what does it mean for women's basketball?
Listen to this. Just listen to this.
Messages for my fellas. Look, read the room, please. Please read the room. When it comes to this situation with the WNBA, like, if you got something to say about her, I get it. But right now ain't the time to talk about how much you love her.
Why not? We're talking about the game. Y'all keep talking about everything else. Y'all keep talking about everything else but the games. We are talking about,
listen to what people are saying. Black men are being told to be quiet about which players they like watching. They're told to hide when they think a player did a great job because there's supposedly a bigger problem. Here's the argument. Angel Reese has been attacked for 3 years, so praising Caitlin Clark now means you're betraying black women players. But here's what's wrong with that. LeBron James tweeted congratulations to Clark after a good game. Just 3 words. People weren't just upset, they were mad. They acted like a black athlete congratulating a white athlete was picking the wrong side. RG3 got the same angry responses just for saying Clark is talented. These aren't random fans. These are famous black athletes being told their support is wrong.
Talking about, man.
This ain't the time for that. Watch the game and keep it moving. RG3.
So now we have to be fans in silence. Now we have to pretend like we have to watch the games and make sure nobody's looking. Ain't nobody see me looking at these Caitlin Clark highlights, do they? Now we got to do that. We got to sneak and look at our phone and make sure ain't nobody around. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it.
This ain't the time for you talking about ain't you hating her. This ain't the time. Even though I don't believe it to be true. And even if it is, this ain't the time for that.
Now people are saying fans need to watch games secretly. They say enjoying Caitlin Clark highlights means you have to look over your shoulder to make sure no one sees you. That sounds ridiculous, but let's talk about why people believe this. The argument is that white players get better treatment, more media attention, bigger sponsorship deals, and more fan support. And yes, there's real information worth looking at. When Clark got her Nike deal, it was the biggest one ever for a WNBA rookie. When she was on the cover of Time magazine, people argued that black players with equal or better stats didn't get the same recognition. Those are fair discussions about how the media and marketing treat players. But here's the problem. Telling individual fans they can't enjoy a player because of racial politics doesn't fix big problems. It just makes people mad and pushes them away from the sport.
If you putting out stuff about her and you not sticking up for your sister, your niece, your cousin, your daughter, that's why a lot of women say I'd rather the bear than the man.
What does women saying the bear than the man? What is it? We're not talking about relationships. We are not talking about relationships or we're talking about basketball. And this is a perfect example of why a lot of men don't even watch women's sports.
Comparing this to relationships makes no sense. We're not talking about dating, we're talking about watching basketball. Saying that men who praise white female athletes are failing to protect black women mixes up completely different things. Notice what's happening here. It's not about basketball anymore. It's about loyalty tests. It's about showing you're on the right side by publicly supporting certain players and staying quiet about others. That's not being a fan, that's political acting. This really hurts the WNBA. The league spent decades trying to get more fans, more viewers, and more people at games. The 2024 season finally got huge attention, mostly because of Clark's popularity and the Iowa-LSU rivalry. But now some loud voices are telling new fans they're not welcome unless they follow specific racial rules.
Don't want nothing to do with women in sports. Don't want women there when they watch it. This is why a lot of men don't even want to deal with women in sport, because what we do, we watch a game and talk like we in the barber shop. He's whack. No, I like him. It don't matter your skin color. It don't matter. If you ask, I would say if you ask 90% of black men that are being honest, who are NBA fans, who's the best player in the NBA? Some people, we all, we have the Mike LeBron debate, but LeBron's older now, so we don't really think he's the best currently. We have no problem saying, hey, I think Jokic is the best player in the league. He's from Serbia. He's white. We don't care. We don't care. We love Luka. We love Luka. We all bombed on the Dallas Mavericks for getting rid of Luka. He's white from overseas.
Let's talk about how men actually watch sports. This is important. In men's basketball, fans have no problem recognizing talent no matter what race or country someone is from. Nikola Jokic from Serbia is considered the best NBA player right now. He's won MVP 3 times. He's white and European. Black NBA fans celebrate his game all the time because he's amazing at basketball. Luka Doncic is another perfect example. When Dallas drafted him, some people weren't sure. But once fans saw what he could do, the criticism disappeared. He's now one of the most popular players. His jersey sells everywhere. His highlights are all over social media. Nobody questions whether it's okay for black fans to appreciate his step-back threes or his passing. Cooper Flagg is expected to be the #1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. He'd be the first American-born white player, picked first since 1977, almost 50 years. You know what black basketball fans are saying? They're excited because he's talented, plays hard, and competes at a high level. Nobody is saying Dylan Harper should go first just because he's black. The conversation is purely about who's the better player.
None of us are mad that he's white and gonna be a #1. Like, it's just crazy. This is why a lot of men don't even deal with women in sports. I'm just being honest with you.
One that looks like you, because it's bigger than basketball. This situation is bigger than basketball and has been for almost 3 years now. Angel Reese deserves better. She does. So yeah, fellas, please.
So now we are at a point where we are being told as black men who we can and cannot like in sports.
This shows the main problem with bringing racial politics into sports fandom. It destroys what makes sports exciting, watching the best performances. When you see someone hit a game winner or make an impossible pass, you're not thinking about their race. You're reacting to excellence. Caitlin Clark shoots from 38 feet away and makes really hard three-pointers regularly. That's not a common skill in women's or men's basketball. It's exceptional, and fans love that the same way they love any player doing things others can't do. But now, people argue that appreciating that skill publicly is somehow wrong because of bigger problems with how the media covers the league. Here's the thing about big system problems. They need big system solutions. Telling individual fans to control their excitement doesn't change how ESPN covers games. It doesn't change sponsorship deals or magazine covers. All it does is make being a fan miserable and divisive. People are telling us who we can and can't enjoy watching. This is sad. You need to get a grip. You keep saying there's a bigger issue, but you're making it bigger. We're talking about sports in the game, and we'll keep talking about sports in the game. You're choosing to make this something else. I'm not playing this game. Let's talk about Angel Reese directly because people keep bringing her up as a reason for this gatekeeping. Yes, Reese has faced intense criticism. The "you can't see me" gesture toward Caitlin Clark during the 2023 NCAA championship caused controversy. She got racist attacks on social media. That's unacceptable, and anyone doing that should be called out and removed from platforms. But here's what's being mixed up. Criticizing racist attacks on Angel Reese is not the same as demanding fans stop praising Caitlin Clark. Those are two completely separate things. You can condemn racism against black players while also acknowledging great performances by white players. These aren't opposite positions. Saying that supporting Clark means betraying Reese creates a false choice. It assumes being a fan is a zero-sum game where appreciating one player means putting down another. That's not how sports work or how fandom works, and it's definitely not how you build a lasting audience for women's basketball. I'm going to like who I like. I'm going to enjoy watching who I enjoy watching regardless of their skin color. There are plenty of black players I love watching. I'm going to continue enjoying the game. I'll let you all be part of the circus and foolishness. I won't let you trick me into not liking who I want to watch. The sooner we get back to the game and stop making it about everything else. She went all the way to relationships. What do relationships have to do with this? We're not dating. It's just ridiculous. Put in the comments what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. So where does this leave us? This isn't just about one video or one person's opinion. This represents a bigger tension in WNBA fandom that's been growing. On one side, fans are genuinely concerned about racial fairness in media coverage and marketing. They see real differences in how players are promoted and paid. They want the league to do better by its black players, who make up most of the rosters. Those concerns deserve serious thought and real solutions. On the other side, fans just want to watch basketball without being told their excitement is politically wrong. They want to appreciate great performances no matter who's playing. They're frustrated by the idea that their fandom needs to pass racial loyalty tests. Here's the tragedy. Both groups want the same thing: a successful WNBA with fair treatment for all players and a growing fan base that keeps the league strong. But instead of working toward that shared goal, we're getting purity tests and gatekeeping that pushes potential fans away. The WNBA has fought for decades to be taken seriously, get media coverage, secure better pay for players, and fill arenas. The 2024 season brought record attention, with viewership records broken and sold-out crowds becoming common. Caitlin Clark's arrival played a big role alongside continued excellence from stars like A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Sabrina Ionescu. But if the message to new fans is that their support is only welcome, if it follows specific racial rules, that growth will disappear. Casual sports fans will simply move to leagues where they can enjoy performances without navigating complex social politics. And the players, all of them, regardless of race, will suffer from a shrinking fan base. Here's what needs to happen instead. Media outlets need to provide fairer coverage across the league, highlighting great performances from all players. Endorsement brands need to recognize talent beyond whoever generates the most buzz. Fans need to be allowed to appreciate greatness wherever they find it without being accused of betraying anyone. Most importantly, we need to stop treating fandom as a political statement. When someone says they love watching Caitlin Clark play basketball, the response shouldn't be questioning whether they support black players enough. The response should be, great. Who else are you watching? Have you seen what A'ja Wilson is doing? Did you catch that Angel Reese performance last week? That's how you build a fan base and create lasting interest. That's how you ensure the WNBA thrives for decades. Not by dividing fans along racial lines and demanding loyalty tests, but by celebrating the incredible talent and welcoming everyone who wants to be part of it. So here's my final question. Do you think telling fans they can't support certain players because of race helps or hurts the WNBA's growth? From where I'm sitting, it's doing far more damage than the people pushing this narrative realize. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and like this video and subscribe my channel for more WNBA news.